Okay guys, what I wanted to show you today is I dug out some of my old traps. I was looking for a bag. I was gonna take the canoe out and go camping maybe this weekend, sometime or another. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. And I got to looking for one of my bags that I have. And anyway, in the process of looking for the bag, I run across my traps because I was looking. I had this big wooden box that I made out of plywood, painted OD green to put in the back of my buggy or whatever when I'm storing my stuff. And I was looking in there to see if I had put that bag in there with that stuff. And my traps, some of them were very, very rough shape. A lot of them were okay, but some of them that I had not dyed previously or done anything to before, I had bought some used from a guy that was moving and going out of quitting trapping, whatever he was leaving, going out of town. And I bought the whole lot of traps that he had for one price, got a good deal on them. And they were these most of them are Dukes. I think these are number 2s, I don't know, I'm not for sure. I really haven't even used any of these. I used a few of them. But I was using more of the long springs, coon trapping and different things. But these were more like coyote traps. So I had not done anything with these. This one's actually in pretty good shape, you can see. It's not that bad. And probably what I'm fixing to do with this is I'm gonna go ahead and dye it as it is because everything's functioning, working. But I'm gonna show you some of these that what this is, and this solution is wet. Is I put 2 gallons of vinegar in there. Two jugs of this. And I'm soaking these traps. You can see them right here. Some of them were in, they cleaning up pretty good. Like this one's already, some of the rust is coming off of it. In fact, you can take your thumb and pretty much rub it off. I could take that wire brush and clean it up. But you see how bad some of these, in fact, most of these, like this one, that pan right there won't even work hardly. So I had let them get a little far gone from what I wanted to allow them to get. I got some limbs there hitting me in the head. But I put them in this vinegar and let them soak. I let them soak for 24 hours. This is some I just pulled out of there. And what I did is when I pulled them out of there, I put a bucket of water and I've got 1 box of baking soda in there. And I've already had these in there. I let them sit in there for about 2 hours. Basically to neutralize that vinegar. But now what I'm gonna do with these, and you can see, I'll get a close up right here. You can see they pretty well, some of them look brand new. They were so rusted that they wouldn't even function. I mean, the rust was so corroded up right here that I couldn't even see the screw. I was scared that it had eat into the metal too much, but in fact, it has all just about peeled off and looks good. I don't think anything's hurt. They were just way past rusted what I wanted them to be. So I had to clean them up. And because this is not the time of year to even be worried about traps or to be getting ready for trapping. But I was looking for something and run across them and realized what kind of mess I had. So I wanted to go ahead and do something with them. So after I dipped them in this baking soda to neutralize them, I'm gonna lay these right over here in my canoe. And I'm gonna let them spread them out. And I'm gonna let them air dry. And what I've got right here is black walnuts. And these are not just the perfect way to do this. These are walnuts. Let me bring this camera down, let you look in here. Drop my phone, but anyway, see how dark that water is? Trying to set my camera up. I had to engineer it because my other camera I've been using is messed up. I'm having to kind of rig up something here on my tripod. But anyway, see these buckets? So this is what I've got, and what I did right here. I just put these in here a couple hours ago. This is a cold water method. It's better if you boil this. If you put it over a fire and boil it, you'll see how this is already starting to darken up some. It's got a long way to go. I'm gonna leave it for a couple of days in this solution. Now this one here, just rusted about like this. Everything's still okay. I mean, you gotta have some rust on it for this to work. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in there. And what this is a hook I made working holes in beaver dams and stuff. So that's just kind of a homemade tool. When you in a canoe, you can kind of use some bigger stuff like that. If you're walking it on foot, you don't want a whole lot of that type of stuff. But anyway, it works for me. This is a cold method. It's better if you build a fire and put that on the fire in a metal tub, metal bucket, pot, whatever you got. One of the reasons that I'm doing cold water is not because I think it's better. I didn't have anything that I wanted to boil black walnuts in and stain up. I've got two other pots. One's my big wash pot that I cook stews in the fall in. I didn't want to put black walnuts and heat it up and stain the inside of it and get possibly tannins in the edge of that cast iron. And the other one is one of my crawfish cooking pots. I didn't want to stain it up. So I opted to get me a bucket and just soak these in there, and that water's got that dark in a matter of about 6 hours. I started this morning around dinner, and it's getting close to 5:36 now. And that water's already that black. I'm gonna let them soak for a couple of days. I'm not trying to tell you that this is a better method of dyeing your trouts. I'm just showing you this is a method that will work. It's gonna, that black as that water is, it's gonna take it a couple of days to dye these trouts. And I may do another quick video. I was gonna try to edit them out, but my other camera is not working right. Battery actually died, is what happened, my fault. But I'm just gonna post this video, and then I'll post another video when I pull them out in a couple of days and have them all done and just kind of show you what they look like. But I'm gonna soak them in the vinegar for about 24 hours. I put them in today. I'm gonna let them stay in there through tomorrow sometime, and I'll dip them in the baking soda mix. I'll pull them out and I'll let them stand at baking soda mix for about 30 minutes, maybe. Probably don't take that long. I watched a guy that he used muriatic acid. In 10 minutes, it had done eat all the rust off, and they were like brand new. Dipped them in the baking soda to neutralize the muriatic acid, and he did 7 minutes, I think, and it neutralized it. So I'm gonna leave it in there for about an hour, because it's not gonna hurt nothing, and it can sit there. And then when I put it in here, I'm gonna leave them for 3 or 4 days in this dye. And then probably my vinegar is gonna be it's already nasty looking, but I'm gonna probably put it back in my jugs and save it, because I won't use that for nothing but cleaning up tools. When stuff gets rusted, I seen there that it will take the rust off of stuff. So I wouldn't put any precious metals in there. It may not hurt nothing, but like chrome and stuff, I've steel wool that. So, but I'm pretty happy. My trouts are still in decent shape. So I'm gonna let them air out right here, and the reason I'm gonna air them in this canoe is let them get a coat of rust back on them. I want them to have a fine layer of rust on them when I dip them in here, so they'll really turn dark. So thank you guys for watching my videos. Subscribe. We're gonna add some trapping stuff later on through the year. We're gonna do some camping. Still working on gardening. When the garden's coming in, we're gonna do some more videos on that. So hang with us. It's just kind of a rural, everything country, everything the way we do it out here. I ain't trying to tell you that anything I do is the only way to do it or the best way to do it. I just want to show you the way I do things that I know it works. Y'all have a good one. Remember, the best way to do stuff is the way you want to do it.